Hello, this is your host. Today, we will be talking about heterocyclized drugs in our Executive Scientific Report series. Heterocyclized drugs, a critical scaffold for modern therapeutics. Heterocyclic compounds, or organic molecules containing rings with at least one atom other than carbon, such as nitrogen, oxygen, or sulfur, are ubiquitous in nature and form the basis of many essential biomolecules. As such, these structures have served as foundational scaffolds in drug design for decades. The unique physicochemical properties conferred by heterocycles enable the fine-tuning of key attributes like enhanced target specificity, metabolic stability, and favorable pharmacokinetics or pharmacodynamics (PK/PD). Heterocyclization is a critical strategy in medicinal chemistry, driving the development of numerous approved drugs and candidates in clinical pipelines. These molecules often demonstrate superior bioavailability, reduced off-target effects, and optimized dosing profiles compared to their non-heterocyclic counterparts. Thus, heterocyclized drugs represent a highly valuable class of therapeutics in modern medicine. Top 3 EMA-FDA-approved heterocyclized drugs. The following heterocyclic drugs are leading examples with substantial market impact. We will consider the drug's chemistry, mechanism of action, key value proposition, sales, and developer. A. Osimertinib. This small molecule inhibitor of the epidermal growth factor receptor, EGFR, features a quinozoline-based heterocyclic scaffold. Osimertinib has demonstrated impressive efficacy and safety in treating EGFR-mutated non-small cell lung cancer, NSCLC. Its irreversible covalent binding to mutant EGFR and enhanced brain penetration distinguish it from earlier EGFR inhibitors. This characteristic enables once-daily oral dosing and has led to significant improvements in progression-free survival and overall survival for patients with advanced NSCLC. Osimertinib was FDA-approved in November 2015 and is now marketed globally by AstraZeneca under the brand name 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏. Key value: irreversible covalent binding to mutant EGFR, improved brain penetration. 2022 sales, $5.8 billion. 2023 sales, $6 billion. 2024 sales, $6.58 billion. Projected sales to 𝗗𝗡𝗘𝗧𝗘𝗥𝗡𝗢, $7.8 billion, $9.18 billion, and $10.6 billion respectively. Developer AstraZeneca. B. Apalutamide 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏. This compound is a potent antagonist of the androgen receptor, AR, crucial for the growth and survival of prostate cancer cells. Apalutamide consists of a pyridine-based heterocycle linked to a urea moiety. It exhibits high receptor binding affinity and selectivity over related receptors. Notably, apalutamide displays favorable oral bioavailability and metabolic stability, allowing for once-daily dosing. It was initially approved in the United States in February 2018 under the brand name 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏 and has since received regulatory clearance worldwide. Key value: enhanced receptor binding affinity with favorable oral bioavailability and metabolic stability. 2022 sales, $850 million. 2023 sales, $920 million. 2024 sales, $1.05 billion. Projected sales to 𝗗𝗡𝗘𝗧𝗏𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗏, $1.2 billion, $1.35 billion, and $1.5 billion respectively. Developer Janssen Pharmaceuticals. C. Venetoclax Venclexta. This selective BCL-2 inhibitor possesses a unique heterocyclic core featuring fused rings containing both nitrogen and sulfur atoms. Venetoclax induces apoptosis or programmed cell death selectively in malignant B cells while sparing healthy cells. This targeted approach has shown remarkable efficacy in treating chronic lymphocytic leukemia, CLL, and acute myeloid leukemia, AML. Venetoclax was first approved by the FDA in July 2016 and has since gained global regulatory approval. Its initial use was limited due to dose-limiting toxicities, but the development of a fixed-dose combination with 𝗙𝗛𝗡𝗢𝗓 has allowed for more effective and safer treatment strategies. Key value: selective apoptosis induction with improved safety and dosing schedules. 2022 sales to $0.5 billion. 2023 sales to $0.8 billion. 2024 sales $3.1 billion. Projected sales to 𝗗𝗡𝗢𝗚𝗓 3.4 billion, $3.7 billion and $4 billion respectively. Developer AbbVie. 3. In pipeline featuring heterocyclic drug candidates. Several heterocyclized drug candidates are currently advancing through in stages with promising clinical potential. We will consider the drug's chemistry, mechanism of action, indications, phase, and estimated peak sales. A. 𝗗𝗡𝗢𝗓 This 𝗗𝗛𝗧𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗓 heterocycle potently inhibits cyclin-dependent kinase 7, CDK7, playing a vital role in cell cycle regulation and mRNA transcription. Preclinical studies suggest that 𝗗𝗡𝗢𝗓 selectively targets cancer cells, leading to cell cycle arrest and apoptosis. This compound has shown anti-tumor activity in various solid tumors and hematologic malignancies, positioning it as a promising therapeutic agent. Phase 2 trials are ongoing and results are anticipated in the near future. Phase 2, projected approval 2026 to 2027. Estimated peak sales $1.5 to $3 billion. B. AZD4573 AstraZeneca. This pyrrolopyrimidine heterocyclic structure acts as an inhibitor of cyclin-dependent kinase 9, CDK9, involved in RNA polymerase to transcription. AZD4573 has demonstrated potent anti-tumor activity in preclinical models of hematologic cancers. Notably, it effectively targets cancer stem cells, offering potential advantages over conventional chemotherapy. Phase 1/2 trials are underway to evaluate its safety and efficacy in patients with relapsed or refractory acute myeloid leukemia and other hematologic malignancies. Phase 1/2, projected approval 2027 to 2028, estimated peak sales $1 to $2 billion. C. 𝗗𝗙𝗧𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗖𝗓 Roche. This triazolapyridine heterocycle represents a novel class of small molecule inhibitors targeting the KRAS G1 to C mutant, a prevalent oncogenic driver, non-small cell lung cancer, and SCLC. 𝗗𝗙𝗧𝗘𝗥𝗢𝗖𝗓 binds to the allosteric pocket of KRAS G1 to C, disrupting downstream signaling and inducing tumor regression. While preclinical data is promising, the compound's clinical efficacy and safety are currently being investigated in a Phase 1 trial. With a projected completion date in 2027, Phase 1, projected approval 2028, estimated peak sales $2 billion. For chemistry and development leaders. Several companies specialize in heterocyclic drug design and development. Some of the leading ones are AstraZeneca, known for its expertise in pyrimidine and quinozoline scaffolds, particularly in oncology. Pfizer, renowned for heterocyclic kinase inhibitors, including 𝗻𝗻𝗄𝗎 and related structures. Genentech and Roche, pioneers in heterocyclic targeted therapies, notably against oncogenic mutations such as KRAS. These companies leverage advanced medicinal chemistry, structure-based drug design, and PK/PD modeling to optimize drug candidates. 5. Improved PK/PD as value proposition. Heterocyclized drugs offer several pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic advantages, including improved bioavailability through enhanced solubility and membrane permeability, increased metabolic stability, leading to prolonged half-life and reduced dosing requirements, high target specificity, enabling either irreversible or selective reversible binding, which minimizes off-target effects, optimized dosing regimens, allowing for lower doses or less frequent administration, enhancing patient compliance. These attributes translate into superior clinical efficacy and safety, ultimately driving therapeutic success. 6. Sales performance and forecast. We previously mentioned the sales data for the top 3 heterocyclic drugs. For convenience, we provide the data again here, along with the sales forecast for the next 3 years. Osimertinib 2022 sales $5.8 billion. Apalutamide 2022 sales $850 million. Venetoclax 2022 sales $2.5 billion. Forecast for 2025 to 2027, Osimertinib $7.8 billion, $9.18 billion, and $10.6 billion. Apalutamide $1.2 billion, $1.35 billion, and $1.5 billion. Venetoclax $3.4 billion, $3.7 billion, and $4 billion. 7. Summary and outlook. Heterocyclized drugs continue to be a driving force in the pharmaceutical industry, particularly in oncology and hematology. Their chemically diverse and tunable heterocyclic scaffolds provide significant advantages in terms of PK, PD, safety, and efficacy. The leading approved drugs, Osimertinib, Apalutamide, and Venetoclax, demonstrate strong sales performance and market penetration. Additionally, the IND pipeline features several promising heterocyclic candidates poised to expand therapeutic options and market reach in the coming years. Major pharmaceutical companies with expertise in heterocyclic medicinal chemistry and drug development are well-positioned to sustain innovation and address unmet medical needs, ultimately benefiting patients worldwide. Thank you for watching.